Hello Tigers, and welcome to the TMNtv newscast for Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. Stay tuned for the latest news at Fort Hays State University and around Northwest Kansas and the nation. I am Lauryn Davis, and Lexi Gross and Haley White will join us later to fill you in on what's going on around the rest of the news and sports world. But first, here's what's making news in Tigerland. With numerous illnesses being reported on campus and in the region, university health officials are continuing to urge students to do their part to prevent illness. Lynn Adams of the Student Health Center told TMN's Trevor Pfeiffer that one of the strongest defenses against illness is getting an annual flu shot. Adams says frequent hand washing for at least 20 seconds and covering your mouth when you cough or sneeze is another way to fight off germs. If students are sick, they should stay home to speed up the healing process. Students can contact the Student Affairs Office to let faculty know they will be missing class that day. Adams said if students have a fever that lasts longer than 24 hours, professional medical help should be sought, including the Student Health Center. Student Health Center hours are 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and can be contacted by calling 785-628-4293. The FHSU Chapter of Public Relations Student Society of America recently hosted a discussion on new trends in strategic communication while recapping its trip to the 2019 PRSSA International Conference. TMN reporter Gary Lee attended the presentation and has this report.
On Thursday, February 13th, the Fort Hays State University Chapter of Public Relations Student Society of America has held new trends in strategic communication. Wisdom from the 2019 PRSSA International Conference in the Trails Room on the second floor of Memorial Union.
Hello, my name is Dr. Xingyan Yang. I'm an associate professor in communication studies, and I'm also the faculty advisor of the Fort Hays State University Chapter of Public Relations Student Society of America, acronym PRSSA. And we brought back our new knowledge about the new trends in strategic communication with the entire campus. So the university and our SGA and the Department of Communication Studies, they generously supported our trip, and we were able to send 10 students and also myself to San Diego to learn from the leaders in many industries. So today we have a full room and we share the information with the entire campus, and we are so grateful, and we would love to become more active change agents in our community.
Especially in this situation, Laura would have never been released if Kim Jong-il didn't have that connection to President Clinton, someone in the United States at the time that he felt he would allow for Laura to be let go.
And so Brandy was a huge thing for me in San Diego. I loved her, and she left a long-lasting mark on me.
And so, basically, as far as accounting goes, it's organized into three different things: assets, liabilities, and equity. And the basic accounting equation is assets equals liabilities plus equity. Okay, and so what are these, right?
What I learned at this conference was that I am underprepared for the job market.
People to speak up and tell the truth is to use that golden 4 words. Does anyone know what they are? I need your help. Sincerely, I need your help. And people will speak the truth. You can always find them. They will tell you the truth.
10 members of the Fort Hays State University Chapter of Public Relations Student Society of America attend the 2019 PRSSA International Conference in San Diego last October. The PRSSA International Conference featured many leaders in public relations, journalism, advertising, and marketing. From Tiger Media Network.
Last week, Fort Hays students celebrated Black History Month movie night in McMidas Hall. February is designated as Black History Month, and students on campus aim to learn more from the event hosted by the Black Student Union.
Okay, bye. Bye. See you guys. I will. Okay.
On Thursday, February 13th, Black History Month movie night was held at 2R Mathematics Hall. In the United States, February is Black History Month, a time when observances pay tribute to people and events that shaped the history of African Americans.
Good mind to send you to jail right now.
Actually, she does. She takes care of my elderly father, and he was sick, and she needed to.
Oh, I don't believe that crap. I told you you don't know how to lie. What kind of lawyer don't know how to lie? Lie and lawyer go together. Lawyer, that's all you is. What, do you take care of his father?
A soul that's lost, controlled by a loving enemy.
I'm Elijah Johnson. I'm a sophomore, and I'm a member of BSU.
What do you think this activity means to you?
I think it was just a fun time to kind of hang out with other members of BSU, and just it was a very relaxing start to the semester.
If there are similar activity in future, would you like to participate?
Definitely, yeah. I love watching Medea movies, so yeah.
During the movie, the participants enjoyed the time they shared with others. From Tiger Media Network.
The Kansas Wetlands Education Center at Cheyenne Bottom saw the second most visitors in its history in 2019, according to the Great Bend Tribune. The Wetlands Center, a nature center opened by Fort Hays State University, had 27,526 total contacts last year. It was the second most visitors since it's opened in 2009. The center offered 853 total programs as well during the year. While FHSU operates a wetlands center, Cheyenne Bottoms is managed by the Kansas Department of Wildlife, Parks and Tourism, and the Nature Conservancy. Officials told Barton County commissioners the center adds to the quality of life benefit to those in the county. When we return from this short break, Lexi will be here with more news from the region.
Leadership is an interdisciplinary applied social science. So what that means is it's interdisciplinary in nature, which means that we bring in research and theories from a whole variety of different academic disciplines, and we put them together in ways that help students become effective agents of change in a whole variety of organizational settings. We teach transferable skills that work in lots of different organizational contexts. So things like change making and how organizations handle change and promote positive change, communication skills, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, a whole variety of other things that can be applied in lots of different types of situations.
I've learned a lot, especially through self-reflection, that is a big part of the leadership program. It's given me a lot of new tools and abilities to handle conflict, as well as showing me that I can be creative and I can do different things than what I'd always thought I was able to do.
I think that's so unique within the leadership department is we work on those personal development skills and how to be more empathetic towards other people and how to make our team members better people and how to make ourselves better people. And I think that's one thing that I've really appreciated and taken away from my time here at Fort Hays and in the leadership studies department is that it doesn't take a whole lot to be kind.
You know, leadership studies is all about how you work with people, how you connect with them, how you develop relationships. When I look at our students, I just want them to know that they can create change just as much as anybody else can. And that is what leadership studies is all about, is working with other people to create positive change, whether it be in our organizations, communities, or even the nation or world.
My name is Allie and I'm a senior business major at Fort Hays. I love working for TMN. It has made me a more experienced photographer and really helped me professionally due to all the changing environments and the different opportunities. I've also been able to meet and talk to a lot of people, which has helped bring me out of my shell.
Welcome back, Tigers. I'm Lexi Gross, and here's what's happening around the globe. 6 Democratic presidential candidates prepare to face off in Las Vegas 3 days before the Nevada caucus. The debate will include Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont, former Vice President Joseph Biden, Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, former Mayor Pete Buttigieg of South Bend, Indiana, and Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota. Also included for the first time will be former Mayor Michael Bloomberg of New York. So far in the race, Bernie Sanders narrowly beat Pete Buttigieg in New Hampshire, but both are essentially tied in Iowa. According to the New York Times, polling indicates Sanders has an edge over his rivals in Nevada. The debates will start at 8 p.m. Central Time and will be hosted by NBC and MSNBC News. The Boy Scouts of America declared bankruptcy early Tuesday morning after sex abuse lawsuits were filed by thousands of former Scouts. According to ABC News, the nonprofit's administrators have been battling lawsuits across the country involving thousands of victims who have come forward with allegations that troop leaders assaulted them. By filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, the organization says it will ensure that victims of past abuse in Scouting are equitably compensated. The bankruptcy filing will also put a hold on all of those court cases. According to Tribune News, today, mandatory background checks and training are among the requirements for all adult leaders in an effort to prevent abuse. The Boy Scouts say a majority of the sex abuse cases took place several decades ago before those policies were implemented. A selfless hero is what many are calling him. Bob Nill passed away after saving 2 kids from being struck by an oncoming car outside an elementary school. The 88-year-old crossing guard was directing traffic Tuesday morning at the Christ the King Parish School in Kansas City, Kansas. Principal Kathy Fithian said 2 students were getting ready to cross the street when the guard yelled at them to stop, preventing them from being in the car's path. Nill later passed away at the hospital while the driver of a black sedan that hit the guard was taken to a hospital, but no children were hurt. The school quickly took to social media calling Nill a hero. The investigation into the incident will continue. When we return, Haley White will be here with the sports update.
Tiger Media Network is the independent student media organization here at Fort Hays State University. It encompasses audio, video, print, photography, digital news. There's a little bit of everything at TMN.
They offer so many different events, opportunities, so many different things to go out and do and learn so that you can make a more compelling story and just help develop you as a storyteller.
I toured this facility and I saw this radio station and then the TV studio and I was like, yeah, this is something that I definitely need to be a part of. Here, you know, I was instantly able to make my own content, being able to broadcast my own shows.
If you have a passion about sports or about news, it doesn't matter. You can come here and you can work from day one and get that experience that demonstrates your ability to be a professional in the media industry.
Hello Tigers, I'm Haley White bringing you a sports update. FHSU men's basketball split games on the road last week, beating Central Missouri 65-50 and falling to Lincoln 74-71. It was a big game for the Tigers against the Mules as both teams entered the contest 4-9 in the MIAA. After a tight first half, FHSU was able to pull away from Central Missouri thanks to a hot shooting. The Tigers shot 7 of 12 behind the arc in the second half to rack up a 45.5 shooting percentage from the three-point line, while shooting 46.3% overall. The Tigers were unable to keep the fire going as a team against Lincoln, shooting just 5 of 21 beyond the three-point line. Jared Vidstum had another solid shooting day, although it was not enough for the Tigers to come out on top in overtime. Vidstum posted a career-high 24 points and added 10 rebounds for his third double-double of the season. The Tigers have another big week ahead inside Gross Memorial Coliseum as they host Rogers State on Thursday, followed by a Saturday contest against Northeastern State. FHSU women's basketball also went 1-1 last week, falling to Central Missouri 76-69, followed by an 86-55 win over Lincoln. After trailing for the majority of the contest, a fourth-quarter rally was not enough for the Tigers to top the Jennies as UCM closed the game with a 9-0 run with just 2 minutes left. The Tigers hit 35.6% from the floor, including just 6 of 20 from behind the arc. It was a strong second half that allowed the Tigers to cruise past Lincoln in Saturday's contest. The Tigers finished shooting 47% while crashing the boards to collect 43 rebounds, including 16 offensive rebounds that turned into second-chance points. Whitney Randall scored a career-high 21 points while going 9 of 10 from the floor. Belle Barbieri posted her 8th double-double of the season with 14 points and 10 rebounds. FHSU baseball improved to 9-3 overall after sweeping New Mexico Highlands in a 4-game series during the weekend. The Tigers have already tripled their amount of wins from last season after going 3-40 a year ago. Fort Hays continues its homestand this weekend with a 4-game series against non-conference opponent CSU Pueblo. First pitch is set for 3 p.m. Friday. FHSU softball sits at 8-4 on the season after capturing 2 5-4 wins in the doubleheader against Kansas Wesleyan on Tuesday. The Tigers rallied back in Game 1 after trailing the Coyotes 4-2 in the first 5 innings. Senior Haley Chapman helped the Tiger rally as she took the mound in the 5th and allowed just 2 hits in the final 4 innings, which allowed the Tiger bats to take over the rest of the way. Chapman struck out 4 batters in the win and moved to 4-3 on the season. FHSU took the lead early in Game 2 with 2 home runs from Kristen Reed and Elise Capra. Reed's second time at bat cleared the loaded bases with a double to left field, giving the Tigers 5. Pitcher Michael Ann Nelson kept her hitless streak alive in the opening innings after posting a no-hitter against Oklahoma Baptist last weekend. Kansas Wesleyan snapped Nelson's streak with a 2-run homer. Kansas Wesleyan continued its efforts to rally, adding 2 more runs in the score but were unable to tie it. The Tigers will head back to Oklahoma for another 5-game weekend, starting with a contest against Texas A&M Commerce on Friday in Edmond. Both FHSU track and field teams posted strong finishes at the Gorilla Classic last weekend, adding 2 provisionals and breaking 2 program records. Pole vaulter Ryan Stanley cleared the provisional mark for the 6th time this season, clearing the bar at 16 feet 6.75 inches. Summer Craigle earned a provisional in the high jump after clearing a height of 5 feet 7.25 inches. Emily Salmon set a new program record in the 800-meter run, finishing in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. The 4x4 relay team shattered the program's record time as the team finished the race in 3 minutes 51.7 seconds. The Tigers will head to Lincoln, Nebraska to compete in the Nebraska Tune-Up on Friday before heading into the postseason with the MIAA Championships. History was made yet again inside Allen Fieldhouse on Monday night as the University of Kansas basketball program marked its 800th win inside the historic building in KU's 91-71 win over Iowa State. Since the venue opened in 1955, KU has played 914 games and has an 87.5 winning percent inside the Fieldhouse. Head coach Bill Self is the winningest KU coach at the Phog with 262 wins. Former KU forward Marcus Morris' number 22 jersey was also retired in the rafters of Allen Fieldhouse Monday night. Drafted at number 14 overall in 2011, Morris was picked by the Houston Rockets. He's also played for Phoenix, Detroit, and Boston, and was recently traded from the New York Knicks to the Los Angeles Clippers. He spent 3 years at KU before going pro after his junior season. Morris averaged 17.2 points and 7.6 rebounds a game for KU in the 2010 and 11 season to wrap up his college career. That concludes this episode. Tune in next week for another episode of TMNtv. To stay up to date on the latest news and information throughout the week, visit tigermedianet.com. Until then, remember, roar Tigers.